Hey, it's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
Just Morgan in another meeting, but it's okay. She'll be back. But you know what? Frankie from Shiny's Light Ministries, she's got enough volume for 10 people. So,
and she brought 3 people, so we don't need Morgan anyway.
And she does. And she does the work of 10 people. So,
yes, she does.
And I say that lovingly, not as a cut. Frankie, how are you?
I'm good. We're hanging in there. We're tired, but we're soldiering on.
Yeah, it's you guys are now. Have you gone out of the house at all, or are you isolated right there?
Oh, yeah, no, we've been out. We served 500 in Florida at a Rockers and Rappers event last weekend, I think it was Saturday. And the days are kind of running together. And then
Yeah.
we were in the Bluff, or the weekend before last, when all of this hit. We were down there. We went ahead with that event out of faith. 11 souls were led to Christ, which was amazing.
Awesome.
Came back here, and then we were in the Bluff, and we were taking supplies and food. And then now, this week, starting tonight, we're at Safe House, and we'll be serving 200 to 250 each night. So we're kind of just circling the wagons, asking everyone for food. Yesterday, we were on runs, going by people's houses. People are putting stuff on their porches, and we're picking it up.
Wow.
And then we're going out and we're serving in a small group. These 2 guys are going with me, and we haven't been around anybody but the people that we serve. We're using our sanitizer. And then at Safe House, what we're doing is they've got a gated property. So there's about 250. The numbers are growing, guys. I mean, I think it's only going to get worse. And then we don't have food. Everybody's out of food. The food banks aren't opening. So it's kind of, I'm not fearful, of course, because I've got Christ, but you know, we want to keep supplies so that we can keep those people alive. Sometimes that's the only meal they'll get that day. But we're letting them in at about 10 at a time, right, to stay in the guidelines. And we're serving outside, and we're serving in to-go containers. And we're getting reusable water bottles. We're asking the homeless. We're kind of coaching them and teaching them about what's going on. Some know, because some have access to TVs here and there. But with the restaurants closed, they're losing that access. So we're kind of their point of communication to kind of know what's going on, us and the officers that are on the street.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing. I mean, you guys are amazing. We of course love what you do, but here in this pandemic, you have figured out how to continue, what Jesus would do and take care of the homeless and the poor. So how can folks get stuff to you? And I know Dan's got a question or two, but you guys are going door to door and getting stuff. But viewers and listeners, how can they get stuff to you? What would help you?
Well, and we've set up, so if somebody's, national, if somebody's not in the area, then they can, we've set up a Cash App that is Frankie Holbrook Cash App. We've set up a PayPal, paypal.me /Shine His Light. But if they want to get food to us, then they can do that. Hold on just a second. Can you hit that?
Frankie, of course, popping up.
Sorry.
That glamour shot every now and then.
So yeah, and then if they're in the area, local, Atlanta, Cumming, the surrounding areas, Alpharetta, Roswell, all the big towns, that if they have extra food, or what we're doing, I've started a schedule for folks that are inside their house. They can cook a meal for 200, and then we will come and pick that meal up. They don't have to touch us. They don't have to see us. They can just leave it on their porch. If they want to, we leave it up to the people if they want to see us or something, but we try to stay away because we're trying to keep ourselves quarantined from the people we served. And Carol at Safe House and Pastor Eddie and Pastor Fain are helping, but we're serving with a very small, tight crew, so we don't, break any of those rules that are going on in Atlanta.
Talking to Frankie Holbrook from Shine His Light Ministries. Now, Frankie, introduce who you've got there with you. You said is your crew that's helping you out. Who you got there?
Yeah, so you guys have met Ezekiel. He's one of our team members, creative director usually, but now he's just turned into a soldier. He's out there on the streets with us as we go. And he was performing, dancing at our event and ministering a couple of weeks ago. But now, we're just, we're keeping it tight. And so he's helping out.
Yeah. Let's see that hair, Zeke. I want to see that hair. Where is it?
Oh.
There it is.
We've been running.
Yes.
morning, and I'm just like,
The dancing
welcome
chef.
back.
Yes.
You know, Dan only asks
We
that
all
because
look rough. Trust
Dan
me,
only
yeah.
Dan only asks that because he's a little jealous.
I'm very jealous. He
and-
has
and
to-
my-
It's still
myself.
growing. No worries. As soon as I put the gel on there, it'll be all 100%.
Dude, I love it. And who's the other young man you got there with you, Frankie?
And this is actually my son. We call him Mr. Scoot. And he,
You call him what now?
Mr. Scoot or Scooter. His name is Scotty.
Okay.
And so, you know, I wouldn't have a ministry if it wasn't for this kid.
Mm-hmm.
He has been with me since day one. He never asked. He never complains. He's always in it to win it. And whatever we have to go and do, he's already signed up. So he's been out there. He was with me running all day yesterday. I mean, he's just a hustler, and he makes it happen, and he loves serving the people.
Mr.
You know,
Scoots, are you missing school at all, or are you enjoying kind of having a little time off?
Actually taking a break from college at the moment.
Yeah.
Just full-time helping her out and
Good.
being here and doing what we're called to do.
Man, that's awesome. Your mom's a rock star. You know that, right?
He is. I
All
appreciate that.
You know, what we need to do in the future when we can get back together is just do a show with him and ask him what's it like to be the son of Frankie Holbrook.
Get the behind the scenes story.
That's a great thing. Frankie Holbrook, Shine His Light Ministries. So, Frankie, we do want to give your information out again here in just a few. Let's just say that everything is shut down. We have to stay isolated in our homes, just our families. That's been brought up many times. Other states are doing that. Then what? Do you have any idea? How can the poor and the homeless be helped?
Well, and they're talking about, I was on a call to the city council the other day. I'm kind of staying in touch with those guys, and they've allotted $1 million for the homeless, and they're talking about opening up the hotels and having them in there. And then I'm sure that they would have some sort of task force or something that was able to serve them on a limited basis. And so, of course, we would try to be involved in that however we could. I mean, I would fight any powers that be to be able to serve the people that do not have anything. And I mean, we'll take things from our homes. That's not uncommon now. I do it all the time. A lot of my resources go to the people. So you know, if they tried to shut us down being able to do that, I would fight that. I don't see them doing that. However, I see them trying to plan, and I'm trying to be usually I don't even get mixed up in politics or get mixed up in any of that or jump on the calls or anything. I let them do their thing and we do ours, but I am becoming a voice now that it's important. And as it gets more important and things get tighter, then I'll be more vocal for sure.
Now, Frankie, the folks that you're coming in contact with that you're helping out, are they fearful more than usual, or are they just like, well, this is our life every day? What are you seeing?
I mean, and Zeke can attest. I mean, they're cool. They're in a good mood. When the sun's shining, they're happy.
Yeah.
You know, when it's raining and cold, that affects their life. They get their stuff taken away every other day. So they don't have anything. That's what, you know, is kind of crazy about the people hoarding. We were talking about that. So I'll just let Zeke talk about that a little bit. He was out there in the bluff with us Saturday. We were quite surprised.
Yeah, it was quite impressive when I have seen people out in the general populace. You might see a few people coughing. You're like, I don't know if this person has allergies or if this person has the corona. I'm just going to stay away. Out there, I didn't see anyone coughing.
Wow.
And everyone was receptive. You know, the same state, like she said, every day is a struggle for a person that's living in a tent or may not have a tent. Maybe sleeping on a cardboard box with a sheet on top of them. Where am I going to eat? And now all the ministries are, they're closing down as far as feeding. So we are being that point person. We're going to set a central location so that the houseless can come out. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like the whole Atlanta rules, 8 people or 10 people total. We're going to follow those 6 feet separation, but make sure that everybody gets fed because that's what we've all been commissioned to do.
Good.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for what you do. You've been doing, you did it before now, and thank you that you are prepared and loving those folks. Again, Frankie, before we have to go, how can folks get stuff to you? Remind us.
Yes, and so we need food. Everyone is out of food. Safe House, Atlanta Recovery, all of our central locations, we're rounding up food items. If you can donate food items, that's most important, or bottled water, or reusable water bottles, because we're trying to train the homeless to reuse those bottles as much as we can. So food items we will pick up, or if you want to sign up for a night to cook for $200, we will pick up the food, deliver, and serve it. Go to Frankie Holbrook, Google Frankie Holbrook or Frankie Holbrook on Facebook. ShineHisLightMinistry.com is the website.
All right, Frankie Holbrook and Posse, Shine His Light Ministry there. And thank you so much. We love you. We'll pick up with you maybe in a week or two to see what's going on. Hey, we got to take a break. You're listening to Faith Talk and watching Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
Hey, right there. We'll be back.